right, friends, so we are here to wrap up our learning about dividing with decimals with a should-do lesson, which is Eureka Grade 5, Module 4, Lesson 27. Continuing to work with dividing fractions and integers, but now looking at it exclusively with a word problem lens. As always, remember to pause and rewind as needed so you can have appropriate understanding, and make sure that you have something to write on and something to write with. All right, so let's look at two problems that we're going to model and do together. Mrs. Silverstein bought 3 mini cakes for a birthday party. She cuts each cake into quarters and plans to serve each guest 1/4 of the cake. How many guests can she serve with all of her cakes? Draw a picture to support your response. All right, so she has 3 mini cakes. So I'm going to go ahead and show these 3 mini cakes. And she plans to serve each guest 1/4 of a cake. So I know that 1/4 is the same as 1/4. So she has these 3 cakes and she's splitting them into quarters. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can solve this on your own, and then come on back to watch me solve it. All right, so she is cutting them into quarters. So I'm cutting each one into quarters. How many quarters am I able to make? Well, I'm able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that makes sense because I know 3 times 4 is 12. If there's 4 fourths in 1, then there's going to be 12 fourths in 3. So she can serve 12 guests with all of her cakes. Let's do that same process for the next one. The perimeter of a square is 1/5 of a meter. Find the length of each side in meters. Okay, so I know that perimeter, especially of a square, means that I'm able to have the same amount at all sides, right? Because the perimeter would be the side plus the side plus the side plus the side, or it would be 4 times that side. So if that's 1/5, then I need to know how much is one side. So I'm going to do 1/5 divided by 4, because I have 1/5 of this total, right? Because here's my sides. And all together, that's 1/5. So I need to know how much is each side. Well, what's 1/5 divided by 4? Well, that's going to give me 1/20. So 1/5 divided by 4 is 1/20. How long is each side in centimeters? Well, 1/20 of a meter would equal how many centimeters? Well, there's 100 centimeters in a meter. So what's 1/20 of 100? So let's go ahead and solve that over here. So 1/20 of 100, this is a throwback from last week, that would give me 5 centimeters. All right, friends, go ahead and pause, rewind, do whatever you need to do. Remember to reach out to me to make sure that you have appropriate understanding. And then your practice is actually going to be on Seesaw.